There is a specific kind of silence that only exists at 6 a.m. It's the kind of silence that feels heavy, not because of what is there, but because of what you know is coming. In the pre-dawn light, the house is washed in a soft, amber glow, a final moment of stillness before the day ignites. You sit there, hands wrapped around a warm ceramic mug, and you listen. You aren't just drinking coffee, you are centering yourself for the storm. In about 20 minutes, the floorboards upstairs are going to start creaking. It starts with one set of footsteps, small, quick, and purposeful. Then another, heavier and more rhythmic. And then the chaos begins. It's a transition from 0 to 100 that no amount of preparation can truly mitigate. I have 3 sons, and if you're listening to this, you probably know exactly what that means. It means my house is never truly quiet, my floors are never truly clean, and my heart is never truly still. People ask me what it's like having 3. I tell them it's a lesson in physics. 1 boy is a person. 2 boys are a team. 3 boys are a literal force of nature. Welcome to the sanctuary. Let's talk about the beautiful chaos of raising boys. I've learned over the years that unbreakable is not a descriptive term. In a house full of boys, it's a challenge to a 7-year-old. I've watched things engineered for extreme durability disintegrate in seconds under the sheer focused curiosity of a son who just wanted to see what was inside. I've learned that gravity works differently when there's a sofa involved. It seems to pull harder, faster, and always toward the most expensive piece of furniture in the room. But there is a method to this madness. Take, for example, what I call the toast incident. You hand a toddler a piece of toast, and instead of eating it, he looks you dead in the eye, winds up and hurls it across the kitchen like he's trying out for a baseball team. It's easy to call that naughtiness. It's easy to get frustrated by the crumbs on the wall. But child psychologists tell us there is something deeper happening here. These are schemas, repetitive behavioral patterns that help children understand the world. What I witnessed wasn't a tantrum, it was a trajectory schema. He was a tiny scientist testing the laws of physics. He was asking, if I throw this soft thing at that hard wall, what happens? When we look at their energy through the lens of discovery, the chaos starts to look a lot more like growth. They are mapping out gravity and momentum in real time, using our living rooms as their laboratory. Amidst the flying objects and the constant movement, I've also learned that there is a specific, sacred language that brothers speak. It's a mix of wrestling, inside jokes, and a fierce, unspoken loyalty. If you have sons, you've seen it. That moment where they go from fighting over a toy to defending each other against the world in a heartbeat. I see it when they huddle together in a corner, whispering about a secret mission that involves a cardboard box and a roll of duct tape. I see it when they tackle each other on the rug, a blur of limbs and laughter that looks like combat but feels like connection. It's a pack mentality in the best possible way. They are learning how to be a team. They are learning that no matter how hard they fight with each other, they will always fight for each other. This is where the solace part of our journey lives, in the realization that the noise is actually the sound of belonging. It's the sound of 3 distinct personalities learning how to fit together, how to push boundaries, and how to hold space for one another. When the noise gets to be too much, and it will, I've found one thing that helps. I call it the 10-minute rule. When the house feels like it's vibrating with energy and I feel my own patience wearing thin, I don't try to stop the energy, I join it. 10 minutes of wrestling or soccer or just running in circles in the back garden. Usually they just want to be seen. They don't need a perfect parent, they need a present one. I use this alongside a strategy I call yes and. Instead of a flat no, when they want to launch a ball in the house, I say yes, you have the energy to throw. And we are going to use this foam ball in the back garden, not the remote in the living room. By validating the energy while setting a boundary, we turn a confrontation into a coaching moment. We aren't crushing their spirit, we are giving it a safe place to land. And once that energy is spent, that's when the real magic happens. That's when they tell you what happened at school or what they're worried about. You have to earn the quiet moments by surviving the loud ones. What they don't tell you about raising sons is the constant tension. It's the fine line between teaching them strength and teaching them softness, between encouraging their independence and reminding them to be kind. We want them to be brave, but we also want them to be the kind of men who notice when someone is hurting. We are molding future men, and it's a heavier responsibility than I ever anticipated. Some days, I feel like I'm just trying to keep them alive, but other days, you see a spark of who they are going to become. When they help their younger brother tie his shoe without being asked, when they tell you about a dream they have, it's in those moments that you realize the noise, the mud, the chaos. It's all just the fuel for something incredible. The house is finally still again. The Legos are mostly cleared away, or at least moved to a corner where I won't step on them in the dark. The mud has been mopped. And as I look at them sleeping, their faces finally still and they're breathing deep and rhythmic, I realize that this chaos, as exhausting as it is the greatest privilege of my life. If you're in the thick of it right now, the screaming, the endless questions, the energy that feels like it's vibrating the walls, I want you to know that you are not alone. You're probably doing a better job than you think. My best piece of advice, don't try to stop the noise, don't fight the chaos, learn to ride it like a wave. The mess will eventually be cleared, the noise will eventually go quiet. But these moments when their world is your world, these are the fleeting ones. Embrace the beautiful chaos while it is here. Thanks for spending a few quiet minutes here with me at Sons and Solace. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your boy dad or boy mom moments in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.